Thank you to Butler Top. Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route 1 in North Attleboro is a full-service tire seller and auto repair shop. They're a 60-year, third-generation business founded by Austin Butler in 1965. They have a selection of new tires to choose from. Butler Tire Sales open weekdays from 8 to 4. You can contact them at 508-695-0681 or visit them at 404 East Washington Street in North Attleboro. Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route
Good evening and welcome to AACS 15 Sports, continuing coverage of Attleboro High School basketball. Tonight we have the Milford Scarlet Hawks versus the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers. Starting for the Milford Scarlet Hawks, number 15, Ava Baglioni, 15.6 points a game. Number 1, Kyla Nashawati. Number 14, Caitlin Kiernan. Number 24, Reagan Cunningham. And number 30, Abby Murphy, who's not in my program already, will be now. 30, Abby Murphy. Okay. And now, starting for the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers. I'm Kevin Callahan, along with Peter Bray on camera, Noah Jones on graphics, Jim Jones, engineer in charge of everything. Lola Ronayne Jr. averaging 6.1 points. Christelle Saintville, stellar on defense with her steals. Jenna Callahan, senior, averaging 5.7 points per game. Tia Williamson averaging 8.7 points and 13 rebounds. And number 32, Lily Diddick, averaging 7.8 points a game and 11 rebounds on the season. Attleboro coming in with a 7-9 record, 3-9 in the Hawk. Milford 8-8 overall with a 6-6 record in the Hockomock League. We'll pause for the national anthem. We will be back right after this on AACS Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Good evening and welcome to AACS 15 Sports, continuing coverage of Attleboro High School basketball. Tonight, the Attleboro Lady Bombardiers take on the Milford Scarlet Hawks from the flight deck here at Attleboro High School. Attleboro coming in 7-9 overall, 3-9 in the Hockomock League, averaging 41.4 points per game, giving up 44.3. Number 24 in the power rankings. Milford 8-8 overall, 6-6 in the Hockomock League, averaging 50.5 points per game, giving up 49 points. They are ranked number 23 in the power rankings. However, according to Coach Austin Costa, he thinks that number will jump to about number 20 once they include the win over Sharon. Starting for the Milford Scarlet Hawks, senior Ava Baglioni, number 15. Junior Kyla Nashawati, number 1. Senior Caitlin Kiernan, number 14. Junior Regan Cunningham, number 24. And junior Abby Murphy, number 30. For Attleboro, Christelle Saintville, number 5. Jenna Callahan, number 11. Tia Williamson, number 22. Lola Ronayne, number 23. And Lily Diddick, number 32. All seniors with the exception of Lola Ronayne. The opening tip is underway, and Christelle Saintville, senior captain, the senior with the ball, to Jenna Callahan. Skips it over to Ronayne, down to Diddick on the right wing. Back down low to Ronayne. Ronayne baseline to Callahan. Callahan two-point shot attempt. No good. Rebound is number 14, Kiernan. Milford won the first matchup 50-34. There was no Callahan in that game as she was out sick. This game, no no Mia Cooper. Sophomore is out this game. So both games against Milford, Attleboro missing a starter. 3-point attempt from the right wing by number 15, Baglione. No good. Rebound, Williamson. Williamson gives to St. Vil, who will be taking over the primary number 1 duties today for Mia Cooper. Mia Cooper, who was averaging 5.2 points and about 4 or 5 assists a game, plus a few key steals. Ronayne tries to skip it to the baseline down to Diddick, but was tipped by Regan Cunningham. We'd like to say hi out in Haverhill to the Cunninghams and in Rentham to the Muirs watching this game and rooting on Milford. We'll say hi to Peabody's own Diane Leas watching and cheering on her granddaughter Lily Diddick. Callahan down low to Diddick. Diddick with a little bit of a hook shot, no good. Rebound is number 14, Kiernan. Kiernan tipped away by St. Vil, and a good job by Baglione not to step out of bounds. Gets over to Nashawanti. Nashawanti guarded by Callahan on the right wing. Now Baglione with the ball. Recess the offense. Goes baseline against 3 bigs. Skips it out to number 14, Kiernan. And stolen by St. Vil. St. Vil to Callahan. And they're going to call a foul as they get the ball away. And that foul will go against Milford. Number 24, Regan Cunningham. Her first. Team first. Side out rebound to the backcourt. St. Vil. Right wing, Ronayne. Bounce to St. Vil. Over to Callahan. Callahan behind the 3-point arc. Looking to get something going. Goes to Williamson. Back to St. Vil. Callahan from 3. Off the rim. No good. Ronayne fights for the rebound. Does not get it. Cunningham gets it. Baglione comes away with it after the pass from Cunningham. Down low to Murphy. Murphy tries to get it baseline. It goes out of bounds. Attleboro ball. We are a minute 41 minute 49 into the first quarter. No score as of yet. Attleboro averaging 41.4 points a game. Milford averaging 50.5. A modified press, and St. Vil just throws it out of bounds. Turnover Attleboro. That's been a problem with Attleboro this year is their turnovers. They can keep the turnovers down and get into their offensive set. They'll have a good chance to win, but got to watch those turnovers, as they say. Nashawani to Baglione. Baglione from 3. She's averaging 15.6 points. And Attleboro just, lucky to come away with the ball. Has numbers now if they hurry. A little bit of a 3-on-2 break. Callahan leading the charge. Steps back, waits, looks for a team, gives it to Diddick. Diddick from 3. No good. Barone catches the rebound. No good. Both teams a little kind of ice cold to start the game. Out of bounds off Attleboro. Be Milford ball. No score. 5:36 to go in the first quarter. Just one foul in the game so far. That one went to Milford, so no one in any foul trouble. Baglione, again, 15.6 points a game on the season. Over to Nashawanti. Nashawanti averaging 11.6 in her last 3. Baglione gets around Callahan. St. Vil gets her hand in, disrupts the offensive flow, and ultimately a travel on Nashawanti. So both teams kind of struggling in the turnover game as we get started. Almost 3 minutes into the first quarter, no score. I'd like to say hi to Pat Holland, my broadcast partner who's listening up at Mass General. Callahan down low to Ronayne. Ronayne back to Callahan. Callahan to Williamson at the free throw line. From the free throw line, Williamson, no good. Rebound, Ronayne, no good. You know what's going to happen in this game. Once somebody scores, everybody's going to score. It's going to be from 0 to 0 to 10 to 10 in a matter of seconds. Baglione, 3-point attempt, no good. Cunningham with the rebound, fresh 35 clock. And Nashawanti, sorry, that was Kiernan with the miss. St. Vil trying to go long to Callahan. Callahan does a little fake, gives it to Williamson, driving in down to the hole. And off the schneid, Tia Williamson. 2 points, 2-0 Attleboro with 4:27 to go in the first quarter. Baglione to Nashawanti, back to Baglione. Baglione guarded by Callahan. Kiernan down low, and Williams gets tipped by Murphy into Williamson's hands. Here comes St. Vil to Ronayne. Ronayne makes a little Euro move. Layup is good. Attleboro leads 4-0. 3:56 to go in the first quarter. 4-0 in favor of Attleboro. Fast-moving quarter, just the one foul so far. Down low to Cunningham, and Williamson blocks Cunningham. Ronan comes away with it, tries a long pass to Callahan, intercepted by Baglione. 3 softball players involved in that play. Cannon with a 3. Caitlin Cannon, again, averaging 11.6 in her last 3. Or I believe that's her. 4-3. Kick ball goes to Williamson. Williamson to Ronan. Ronan goes baseline move, throws it over Diddick's head and out of bounds. Milford ball. Checking in for Milford, number 11. Amelia Lefter. She's the one that's been averaging 11.6 the last 3. My mistake. And number 5, Amelia Maloney. Maloney bringing the ball up the court. 4-3 in favor of Attleboro. A shot by Maloney, no good. Diddick with the rebound. Diddick averaging almost 11 to 12 rebounds on the season. St. Ville bringing the ball up the court. Callie Vassar checking in, skips a baseline, and was it tipped by Milford? No signal from anybody. I think it's going to stay with Attleboro with 25 on the shot clock. As Ronan checks out, talking to the coaches, Callie Vassar checking in. Ball does stay with Attleboro underneath the basket they're shooting at. Line formation, inbound to Williamson. Williamson fights off a triple team and goes up. Shot, no good. Diddick fights for it, no good. Vassar comes away, no, does not. Milford, Baglione comes away with it, St. Ville, but there's a foul on the floor just as St. Ville was recovering the turnover, and that foul was against number 3, Callie Vassar. So her first, team first. Non-shooting foul. And there's a shot by Cunningham, no good. Goes off Vassar's fingers, but stays with Milford. And there's going to be a travel, not a foul on Diddick. So, again, kind of a battle of the turnovers here as it's 4-3 in favor of Attleboro. 2:41 to go. Modified press by Milford in their new red uniforms that they've been waiting for all season long. Baglione's number changed from 0 to 15 with that switch. Diddick from 3. Around the rim, no good. Off Williamson's foot to Vassar. Vassar to Diddick. Diddick shot blocked. And now they got numbers back the other way. There goes number 15, Baglione, and layup is good. Milford has their first lead of the game. St. Ville to Callahan to Williamson. Williamson to St. Ville. They get into the front court with 3 seconds to spare. To Callahan, back to St. Ville. St. Ville on the right wing. Right wing all the way over to Vassar to Diddick on the left side. Back to Callahan. Callahan thought about the long 3, drives, and her arm kind of got hit as she threw it out of bounds. Turnover, no foul, says Lola Ronan, checking back in for Lily Diddick. 1:52 to go, first quarter. No, Milford leading 5-4. 2 fouls, one foul against Attleboro, 1 foul against Milford. And good ball movement down low. Cunningham with the ball and will stay with Milford. Emma Gattoni checking in for Attleboro, and Cunningham checking out. And I think that's Murphy. Yes, Abby Murphy checking back in for Milford. So Milford retains possession under the hoop they're shooting at. 1:40 to go in the first quarter. 23 in the shot clock, and a block shot on Murphy by St. Ville. She rushes it and gets fouled along the way. So that'll be the second foul against Milford. That foul goes to number 5, Amelia Maloney. Attleboro ball as Olivia Escobar gets set to check in and gets called back. So again, the press is on by Milford. Gattoni stops and travels right before she picks up her dribble and dragged her back foot. Therefore, a travel is called. Olivia Escobar checking in. Christelle St. Ville checking out. 91 seconds to go in the first quarter. Milford leading 5-4. Low-scoring first quarter. Inbound to Lefter. Lefter drops it as she gives it to Baglione. Baglione controls it over the Lefter into the left corner. Now down low. Kick back out. Baglione with the ball. 2-point shot attempt. No good. Off Williamson's hands. And Gattoni has it. Gets stolen from her and then trips up a player. So a foul against Number 21, Emma Gattoni, her first, team second. Baglione will inbound it from the left side in front of the fans. Into Baglione, they skip it all the way over to Lefter. Lefter trying to make something happen. Steps out of bounds. Kind of a sloppy game here in the first quarter. Both coaches, I'm sure, will address that in between quarters. A lot of turnovers. Gattoni to Escobar to Ronayne. Bounce pass to Williamson. Williamson looking to drive the paint. Kicks it to Ronayne. Ronayne double teamed and is fouled. Will be on the floor. It'll be Milford's third foul. We'll see who they give that foul to. It's Callahan checking back in for Vassar. And Cunningham checking back in for Murphy. As they give that foul to Abby Murphy, her first, team third. Nobody with two yet. Escobar going to Ronayne, quickly to Gattoni. Gattoni with a long two, no good. Rebound, Escobar. Escobar to Williamson. Williamson double teamed off the glass and good. Good for the and one attempt, and that foul goes to Reagan Cunningham, her second, team fourth. Something to keep an eye on, as Cunningham is averaging 9.4 points and 8.2 rebounds a game. Williamson at the line trying to complete the traditional three-point play. Free throw, no good. 49.3 seconds left as Abby Murphy checks back in for Reagan Cunningham. Attleboro leading 6-5. Baglione gets it over from the backcourt to the front court. Down low, and that was number 14, Kiernan for two. Milford regains the lead, 7-6. Nice soft touch there by Kiernan. Escobar runs into a little trouble at the front court, the timeline, half-court line. Callahan to Gattoni. Gattoni for three, no good. Hits the rim a couple times, throws off the timing of Williamson. Here goes Baglione the other way. She goes up for two, high off the backboard, but is fouled along the way. With 15.8 seconds left, that foul goes to Emma Gattoni, her second, team third. Baglione going to the line, shooting two. Trying to increase a 1-point lead to three. Again, Ava averaging 15.6 points on the season. First free throw is good. 8-6 in favor of Milford. Second shot attempt coming up for the senior Baglione. Second shot is around the rim and out. Rebound, Williamson. Ronayne with the ball with 12 seconds to go in the quarter, over to Escobar. Escobar gets it over the timeline. High pass to Williamson. Williamson immediately triple teamed. Gets it to Ronayne. Ronayne to Callahan. Callahan gets a shot blocked by number 14, Caitlin Kiernan. It'll stay with Attleboro, but with 0.2 seconds left, I think it's physically impossible to catch and shoot in 0.2 seconds. And it may have counted as a great play as Williamson tried to tip it in. That's about all you can do on that. Nice pass, nice tip, did hit the rim, no good. So we are at the end of the first quarter with Milford leading 8-6. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action for you right after this on AACS Sports.
Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route 1 in North Attleboro is a full-service tire seller and auto repair shop. They're a 60-year, third-generation business founded by Austin Butler in 1965. They have a selection of new tires to choose from. Butler Tire Sales open weekdays from 8 to 4. You can contact them at 508-695-0681 or visit them at 404 East Washington Street in North Attleboro. Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
Welcome back to AACS coverage of Attleboro High School sports. Ava Baglione with 3, Caitlin Kiernan with 5 for Milford. For Attleboro, Tia Williamson with 4, and Lola Ronayne with 2, the point scorers. Baglione trying to dribble through traffic, and no foul there. Kind of runs into a brick wall. Lily Diddick and Lola Ronayne starting this quarter for Attleboro. Callahan, Ronayne, Escobar, St. Ville, and Diddick. Full court press put on by Milford. St. Ville bounce passes. They need to get over the timeline. They do. Escobar thought about three, goes bounce down low the baseline, and Diddick gets fouled by number 30, Abby Murphy. Her second, team first. Diddick will go to the line for two. As we start the second quarter again, Milford leading 8-6. Diddick averaging 7.8 points on the season, about 11 rebounds. First shot is good. 8-7 in favor of Milford. Hush falls over the crowd, as it usually does in girls basketball for free throws. The exact opposite of the boys. 8-8 as Diddick sinks both free throws. Baglione brings the ball from the back court to the front court. Attleboro in a 2-3 zone right now. And tipped by Diddick. Callahan comes away with the ball and will come up the right side. Gets it from the back court to the front court. Double team, goes back to the St. Ville in the center. Bounce to Diddick, down low to Ronayne. Ronayne looked like she may have got hit by Murphy. They don't call it. Milford comes away with the ball. They got numbers the other way. Nashawati does get the ball. Tried to make a move and traveled as she dragged her back foot going back away from the basket. And a turnover for Milford. 7:04 to go in the second quarter, 8-8. Again, Attleboro 7-9 overall. Milford 8-8 overall. Long pass from St. Ville to Diddick. Goes over Diddick's head. And Diddick's tall. That's got a pretty high pass by St. Ville to get over Diddick's head like that. I'd like to thank you for tuning in and watching here on AACS Sports. Fans of both teams. Try to call it down the middle as much as we can. I do know the Attleboro team a little bit better than the Milford team, so if it comes out that way, I do apologize, Milford fans. Baglione with the ball, and almost stolen by Ronayne, but Milford keeps control of it. Nashawanti to Baglione, 13 on the shot clock. Escobar gets in on it, and Nashawanti with the three, no good. Rebound Ronayne, gives it to Callahan. Callahan brings it from the back court to the front court, makes a move on Lefter, and I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but somehow it stays with Attleboro. A little out of control there by Callahan. As Williamson checks back in for Escobar. For Attleboro right now, they do have their starting five in. They're in a box formation as they inbound the pass, and the lazy pass there is stolen by Baglione, and Baglione goes in for the layup, no good. Missed jump on the rebound and a block by Christelle St. Ville. Attleboro's got numbers the other way. Callahan to Ronayne, 2-on-1. And traveled. Looked like Ronayne should have gone up for the shot, but opted the pass and was undecided as Reagan Cunningham checks back in for Milford. 8-8 with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Fouls for Attleboro. Callie Vassar with 1, Emma Gattoni with 2, Reagan Cunningham with 2, Abby Murphy with 2, and Amelia Maloney with 1. Cunningham with the ball. Nashawati down low and slips up the hands. Callahan picks it up. They come away. Milford pulls off their full court press. Going into the half court set. Bounce pass through the legs of Williamson to Ronayne. Ronayne, it travels. And again, a sloppy game of turnover so far, both teams. Callie Vassar looking to check back in for Attleboro. Checking out is Ronayne. 2 points for Diddick, all the scoring this quarter. 5:35 to go, second quarter, 8-8. Baglione has 3 points. She brings the ball over the half-court line. Pass to Nashawanti, back to Baglione. High above the three-point arc to Cunningham. Back to Baglione. Long three attempt is good. Baglione's got 6. Milford takes it, 11-8 lead, 5:15 to go. Williamson double team, back to St. Ville. To Vassar. Vassar struggles, turns it over to Cunningham. And the battle, probably going to have a jump ball or out of bounds. Oh, a timeout by Milford. As they got possession before they rolled out of bounds, Milford calls a timeout with 5:07 to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back on AACS Sports right after this with Milford leading 11-8 over Attleboro.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports, continuing coverage of Attleboro High School sports. Tonight we got the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers, Attleboro Lady Bombardiers, 7-9 on the season, ranked number 24 in the power rankings, taking on the Milford Scarlet Hawks, ranked number 23. Though Coach Costa thinks they'll be number 20 once they include the Sharon victory in the Division II power rankings. AACS Sports will continue to have hockey tomorrow night at 8:30 as the Attleboro hockey team takes on the Franklin Panthers. And we'll be back right here Friday night as the Attleboro Lady Bombardiers take on the Franklin Panthers. Milford inbounds the ball. Baglione to the left side to Nashawani, back to Baglione. Trying to fight through a pick. Long 3 attempt. Baglione starting to feel it after the last 3. No good. Front rims it. St. Ville comes away with it. St. Ville gets into the front court. Looking for Diddick. Diddick just outside the 3. Down low to Callahan. Callahan off the backboard. No good. Vassar with a layup off the Callahan miss is good. Milford leads 11-10. Nashawani brings the ball into the front court. Over to Kiernan. Kiernan does have 5 so far, all in the first quarter. Kiernan on the left side. Attleboro in a 2-3. Nashawanti down low to Cunningham. Cunningham makes a move on Diddick, and a 2-point attempt for Cunningham is good. Cunningham's got 2. Milford leading 13-10. Williamson needs to get the ball into the front court. Does to Callahan. Callahan guarded by Lefter. And back to St. Ville. St. Ville down low. Nice pass to Diddick. Oh, misses off the backboard. No good. Going to hit the bunnies. Attleboro wants to stay in this game. A modified press, and Callahan backs off now. Nice pass by St. Ville. Looking for Baglione, and a high pass off the fingertips of Baglione. 13-10 favor of Milford. 3:50 to go in the first half. St. Ville gets the inbound pass. Milford going into the full court to Callahan. Callahan back to St. Ville. They get it over the timeline with about 4 seconds to spare. St. Ville to Callahan. Callahan to Williamson. Trying to get Williamson's down low game going. And that ball back to Diddick. Diddick, no good around the rim. Rebound, Nashawanti. And here comes Nashawanti on a rush. Stops. Passes to Kiernan. Kiernan for 3. Gets a shooter's touch to go. She's got 8. Milford 16, Attleboro 10. 3:15 to go, second quarter. Vassar to Callahan. Almost stolen. Callahan being ridden off the ball. Passes to Williamson. Williamson trying for Diddick. And do we have a travel, a timeout? I don't know what we have on the floor. Turnover on the floor will be a Milford ball. I'm not sure what the call there was. It was not a foul, as there's only been 1 foul called this quarter with 3 minutes to go in the quarter. I didn't see the signal for a travel. In no timeout. I'm going to have to go that there was a travel, and I just missed the signal. Baglione with the ball. Goes to the left side and out of bounds as Kiernan tried to get it. Kiernan with half that Milford points. Vassar inbounds to St. Ville. St. Ville gets it from the front court into the front court. Guarded by Lefter. Looking for Callahan in the corner, left corner. Bounce pass out of the way of Williamson. Attleboro just too many turnovers right now because Baglione against double coverage and past the streaking Williamson, and a smart move by, we'll see if that's Baglione. That was indeed Olivia Baglione. She's got 5 this quarter, 8 for the game. Attleboro uses a timeout with Milford leading 18-10. We'll be back with the rest of the second quarter here on AACS 15 Sports.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
And welcome back to Attleboro High School. Milford leading 18-10 in a low-scoring first half. Once again, Milford coached by Austin Costa. Milford wearing red uniforms with red shorts, white numbers, white lettering. And according to Coach Costa, uniforms they've been waiting for all year came in today. And that changed Ava Baglione's number from 0 to 15. I think that's the only number change. And they added Abby Murphy, who was not in the Hawk Sports roster, so she was added to the roster. East-west pass, as what Attleboro is doing right now. They need to get the ball over the timeline in about 3 seconds. They do. St. Ville, Diddick, short two-pointer, no good. Williamson trying to get something going off the glass, no good. And a jump ball. The ball will stay with Attleboro. 34 left on the shot clock. 4 field goals made for Attleboro. 7 for Milford. Low scoring first half. Williamson with the ball in the paint. Does an up and under. Doesn't go anywhere. 28 remains the shot clock. Diddick at the free throw line. Double team. Vassar trying to hustle to keep Attleboro the ball. Throws it for Diddick. Diddick somehow controls it. Callahan, double team to Williamson. Off the glass and good. Williamson has 6. Attleboro trails by 6. 18-12. Minute 45 to go in the first half. Baglione has 8. Gives it to Cunningham. Cunningham makes a move on Callahan. Blocked by Williamson, but Milford retains the ball. Baglione, a long 3. Good! She's got 8 this quarter. 11 for the game. Williamson has 5 seconds to get it over. Does. St. Ville and Attleboro as they trail 21-12. A minute 18 to go. Vassar to Callahan. Callahan thought about a quick 3. Gets it down low to Diddick. Off her hand. Stolen by Milford. Baglione coming back. One-on-one. Stop. Pop. Shot. No good. Off Williamson's hands. It'll stay with Milford. 29 on the shot as Rone on the shot clock. Not on the shock. As that ball did not hit the rim. Diddick checks out. Ronayne checks in. Checking in for Milford is number 20. Nope, sorry, that's number 12. Liana Ciccarelli checking in for Cunningham. Probably a wise move as she has 2 fouls. Baglione, long 3 from the left side. No good, but Ciccarelli with the rebound. And look like we're going to have a loose ball. We do have a jump ball. That ball will stay with Milford. 55.8 seconds to go in the first half. 31 on the shot clock. Inbounded by Kiernan. Kiernan looks for Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli with a 3 is good. Outside, Baglione with a 3 is good. Ronayne bounces to Vassar. Vassar looking for Callahan. Callahan back to St. Ville. 40 seconds in the half. 27 on the shot clock. St. Ville guarded by St. Ville to Ronayne. Ronayne picks up her dribble, looking for help, finds Callahan. Callahan in the corner of St. Ville. St. Ville for 3 from the left side. No good. Vassar with the rebound, fought, and will stay with Attleboro with 11 on the shot clock. 22.8 to go in the half. Attleboro trying to close this 11-point deficit to 9 or even 8 before the half ends. Line formation. Williamson driving the paint, looking for help. Vassar, St. Ville, 5 on the shot clock. Williamson from the free throw line. Shot is no good. Vassar fights for the rebound. That hit the rim. The ball is in play. That should be a basket. That should be a basket. That ball hit the rim. The ball hit the rim. We do not have replay, but that ball clearly hit the rim. I think even the Mirrors and the Cunninghams, if they're watching back in Haverhill and Rentham would agree that that ball hit the rim and it should be a basket for Attleboro. Referees are discussing. And I think Lola Ronade had that basket. Should they count it? Brian, did Lola have that basket? Yep. Ronades are sitting in front of me listening to this award-winning call in the first half. 7.2 seconds to go in the half. We're just checking to see if Ronade gets credit for the basket. The shot clock went off. It should not have gone off. That ball hit the rim on the missed shot. Attleboro came down with the rebound. Should not be a shot clock violation. Should be a basket for Attleboro. It should be 23-14. And Milford should have the ball underneath their own basket with 7.2 seconds to go in the half. Referees are clearly confused. If this is backyard basketball, you figure they're just going to do the old do-over. So once again, the score 23-12 as they discuss this. Vassar with 2, Williamson with 6, Ronane with 2, and Diddick with 2 for Milford. Baglione with 14, Kiernan with 8, and Cunningham with 2. 23-12. Nobody has more than 2 fouls. For Milford, Cunningham and Murphy each have 2. Maloney has 1. For Attleboro, Vassar has 1 and Gattoni has 2. There's 1 team foul against Milford this quarter, 0 team fouls against Attleboro this quarter, and with 7.2 seconds left, I mean, it hit the rim. They are not. It looks like they are not awarding Attleboro the basket, but I think they're awarding Attleboro the ball. Taking points off the board, but this is many times in high school basketball and college too. The shot clock does go off, but you play through it, especially once it hit the rim, and that's exactly what Attleboro did. They did it right, so it remains weirdly Attleboro ball. I don't know if they just called a jump ball. 7.2. Callahan to St. Ville. St. Ville to Callahan. It goes out of bounds. 3.8 seconds left. Let's see if Attleboro puts any sort of pressure on, so Milford struggles to get the ball over the timeline. No, they pulled back, and Baglione, now a little bit of pressure from Callahan. Baglione gets past Callahan, launches a long 3. No good at the buzzer. And we are at the half. 6 points in the first quarter for Attleboro, 6 in the second quarter for a first half total of 12 for Milford. A 16-point second quarter to give them 15, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15-point second quarter. One of those threes was a 2, so apology on that. So the score is a 23-12 in favor of Milford. We're at the half. When we come back, we'll have some first half analysis for you and prognosticate the second half for you on AACS Sports. We'll be back right after these messages.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com. Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route 1 in North Attleboro is a full-service tire seller and auto repair shop. They're a 60-year, third-generation business founded by Austin Butler in 1965. They have a selection of new tires to choose from. Butler Tire Sales open weekdays from 8 to 4. You can contact them at 508-695-0681 or visit them at 404 East Washington Street in North Attleboro. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road in North Attleboro, supports high school sports in our community at every level. Opened in the early 80s, owner Angelo Cavallari is proud of their 40 years of service to the Attleboros. Falls AC is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. They have lunch and dinner daily, banquet rooms for your meetings or get-togethers, and dart leagues. The entire staff at Falls AC wishes the high school athletes the best of luck in every game. Falls AC, 8 Stack Road, North Attleboro, 508-695-2688. Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
And welcome back. We are at halftime here at Attleboro High School with the Milford Scarlet Hawks leading the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers by a score of 23-12 in a low-scoring first half. Though, to be fair, Milford did have a 15-point second quarter. Milford outscored Attleboro in the first quarter 8-6. Attleboro remained consistent, getting 6 points in the second quarter. However, again, Milford had a 15-point second quarter, and they lead at the half 23-12. For Attleboro, Callie Vassar with 2 points. Tia Williamson with 6 points on 3 field goals. Lola Roney with 2 points. Should have been 4. Apparently, the whistle did blow as she was going up for the layup, untouched after the ball hit the rim, but the shot clock went off. Anyway, Attleboro rightfully played through it and got a layup disallowed. They could not score on that. Lily Diddick with 2 points. Attleboro on 2 free throws. Diddick 2 for 2 from the line. Ava Baglioni, who had 3 points in the first quarter, had 10 in the second quarter, so she has a first half total of 13 on her way to her average of 15.6. Also scoring for Milford, Caitlin Kiernan, who had 5 in the first quarter, had 3 more in the second quarter. She has a first half total of 8, and Reagan Cunningham has 2. On the year for Milford, Ava Baglioni averaging 15.6 points a game. Megan Kiernan, the freshman, averaging 10.7 points a game to go along with 3 assists. Freshman Anila Lefter averaging approximately 3 steals a game. And Reagan Cunningham on the season with 9.4 points and 8.2 rebounds on the season. For Attleboro, Jenna Callahan averaging 5.7 points a game. Attleboro without starting point guard Mia Cooper averaging 5.2 points a game, and her point average has really gone up lately, also averaging 4 to 5 steals per game. And right now, Attleboro missing that. Filling in quite ably, though, Christelle St. Ville with a couple steals and a couple block shots of her own today. Tia Williamson on the year averaging 8.7 points to go along with her 13 rebounds. Lola Ronayne averaging 6.1 points a game, and Lily Diddick averaging 7.8 points a game to go along with her 11 rebounds. Attleboro in the second half coming up is gonna. I mean, it's as simple as this. In both teams, Milford was better on controlling their turnovers in the second quarter. That's why they raced out to a 15-6 second quarter, breaking open a close game, an 8-6 game, to a 23-12 game. Attleboro still in this game, trailing by 11, but will have to. There's just no other way of putting it. Have to cut down on the turnovers. They got the full 35 seconds. Use the clock. Set up an open shot. Read the floor just a little bit better. Attleboro, and they've shown they could do it. They've had 20-point quarters this year. They need to come out strong and motivated in the second half. Milford has to continue to just keep building on what they did. Baglione got hot in the second quarter. They need to ride the senior captain to victory in the second quarter and utilize her supporting players as well. Attleboro ranked number 24 in the power rankings, coming in with a 7-9 record overall. They want to get to the 500 plateau. This game will go a long way towards helping them get to the 500 plateau and securing their spot above number 32. And Milford, they feel like right now they say they're ranked number 23 in the power rankings, but that does not include the win over Division I Sharon to even their record at 8-8. So Coach Austin Costa feels like they are ranked about number 20, maybe 21 in the power rankings. So Milford on their way, as both teams are looking at about 4 to 6 more games to go in their season before playoffs begin. So the playoff push is on. Again, Milford made some good corrections going from the first quarter to the second quarter and enjoyed a 15-6 second quarter. We'll take one final break. When we come back, we'll have second half action for you on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 30 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers, from oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545 or at claudinosautorepair.com.
And welcome back to moments away from second half action here on the campus of Attleboro High School, as the Attleboro Lady Bombardiers are facing the Milford Scarlet Hawks in a big Hockomock League matchup. Again, Milford 8-8 overall, 6-6 in the Hawk. Attleboro 7-9 overall, 3-9 in the Hawk. Big game for both teams as the playoff push is on. Leading scorer for Attleboro, Tia Williamson with 6. Leading scorer for Milford, Ava Baglione with 13. Taking the floor for Attleboro to start the second half, looks like Tia Williamson, Lola Ronay, Christelle St. Ville, Lily Diddick, and Jenna Callahan. We'll see if Milford responds with the same starting 5. It will be Attleboro ball to start the second half. Attleboro looks loose and happy. Abby Murphy, Reagan Cunningham, Caitlin Kernan, Kyla Nashawati, and Ava Baglione for Milford. St. Ville to Diddick, and turnover. So we need to cut down. Yes, I say we. Sorry. Trying to call this down the middle as much as possible. Trying to avoid the old we stuff. But Milford bringing the ball up the court. Nashawati to Baglione. Baglione guarded by Callahan. Attleboro in a man-to-man defense right now. Baglione. Callahan fights through the pick. Goes for a long, almost alley-oop type pass. Stolen by Williamson. Williamson picks up her dribble. Now they got to come back and help. Gets it to St. Ville, and Milford calls off the press. St. Ville gets it over the half-court line. Callahan. Diddick from the three. The side is no good. And out of bounds. Again, Attleboro had just 5 field goals in the first quarter and 12 total points. Milford with 9 field goals in the first quarter. A couple of threes behind that. 4 of them, actually. Diddick to Callahan. I'm sorry, that was Ronayne to Callahan to St. Ville. Back to Ronayne. Spin move to Callahan. Callahan to Williamson. Williamson fights through a double team and gets fouled. And if that's against Abby Murphy, that will be her third. We'll see, but it's the team first for sure. And it is against Abby Murphy. So we'll see what Coach Costa does in this situation as Abby Murphy picks up her third team first, sending Williamson to the line. And look like checking in will be Anila Lefter. Williamson at the line, shooting 2. First shot is good. And I'm always reminded when the hush falls over the crowd, for you Happy Days fans back in the day, Potsy Weber, he dribbles once. He dribbles twice. The whole hush falls over the crowd. Tia Williamson for her second shot is good. Williamson 2 for 3 from the line. Attleboro cuts the lead down to 23-14. Nashawati down to Cunningham. Cunningham guarded by Williamson. Kicks it out to the far left side. Driving in and up and under move, and a sweet move that was by number 14, Caitlin Kiernan. Her up and under results in 2 points, 26-14. Diddick off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Callahan. Callahan guarded by Cunningham. Down low to Williamson, double team. Ronayne goes up but gets fouled by Nashawati, and that's going to be her first, team second. And Ronayne will go to the line shooting 2. Ronayne denied 2 points at the end of the first half. We'll see if that comes into play at the end of the game. First shot is no good. Attleboro trailing 25-14. Ronayne trying to cut this lead to 10 on the second free throw attempt. Lane violation against Milford, so Ronayne will have another chance. Little hesitation forced Cunningham into the lane, so she gets the extra shot. No violation this time. Ronayne takes advantage. Second shot is good. 25-15, 6:25 to go. Third quarter. Baglione brings it across the timeline over to Nashawati. Nashawati guarded by St. Ville. St. Ville down to Cunningham. Cunningham drives on Williamson. Block shot by Williamson. Callahan with the ball. She brings it up the court. Over to Ronayne. Ronayne thought for a second to find Diddick. Goes back to Callahan. Callahan to St. Ville. St. Ville double team. Williamson double team. Diddick. 2-point attempt. No good around the rim. Off St. Ville's hands. Out of bounds. Better ball movement for Attleboro. Good shot selection for Attleboro. Eventually those shots will have to fall. We're talking statistics here. The shot has to fall in eventually. Baglione, 13 points. Brings it across into the front court. Left her with the ball. Looking for Baglione. And then a 3-point attempt is good. And that was by number 14, Kiernan. She's got 5 this quarter. Diddick throws it. Stolen by Baglione. St. Ville tries to get a handle on it. Callahan gets a handle on it, and it goes out of bounds. Good defense there by Attleboro. It'll remain with Milford. Baglione will look to inbound the ball. 29 seconds to go on the shot clock. 5:26 to go, third quarter. Kiernan does a move, now drives the hole. Blocked by St. Ville. St. Ville's got at least 3 blocks tonight. Ronayne comes away with the ball, and she'll bring it from the back court to the front court. Bounce passes to Callahan. Callahan looking to drive the paint. Goes off the glass. No good. Attleboro just cannot buy a field goal this game. They still only have the 5. 3 of them by Williamson, 1 by Vassar, and 1 by Ronayne. 5:09 to go. third quarter, 28-15. Ball stays with Attleboro. Callahan going deep to St. Ville. Ball tip. Baglione read it perfectly. 2-on-1 break the other way. And Baglione might have got away with a travel there as Nashawati hits a layup and a timeout. Attleboro with the score. 30-15. 5:02 to go in the third quarter. We'll be right back on AACS Sports right after this.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Full court press by Milford, Callahan to Williamson. Attleboro has numbers. Williamson dribbling, falls on the floor, and Milford brings it back the other way. Lefter with the ball. Nashawati bounce pass to Cunningham. It'll stay with Milford. Checking in for Attleboro, Callie Vassar. Checking out is Williamson. Don't know if they're going to check on her or she just slipped on the floor, so they're going to do a quick check on her. So, and Didick almost with the steal. Callahan with the steal on Cunningham. And Callahan looking to go coast to coast. Guarded by Baglione, gets fouled as she goes up for a layup. And for Baglione, that's her first, team third. Callahan will go to the line shooting 2. I'd like to do a quick shout out to Prudence Island. Jenna Callahan's Aunt Donna watching the game. First attempt, no good. Free throws have been an issue for Attleboro this year as a team. They are shooting under 50%. Though they have trended a little bit better recently. Second attempt for Callahan, also no good. Off Didick, no, off of Milford, off Kiernan. It'll stay with Attleboro. Attleboro just 3 for 7 from the line on the game. Vassar looking for help, goes all the way to St. Ville. St. Ville at the free throw line to Callahan. Callahan with a quick 3. No good. Didick with the rebound off the glass and good. First field goal since early in the second quarter for Attleboro. See if that opens up the lid, as they say. 30-17 in favor of Milford. Up by 13 with the ball. Cunningham goes down low to Karen, and Karen goes a double team. I think she may have traveled, and she did. So a turnover for Milford. Again, both teams struggled with the turnovers in the first quarter. Milford made some corrections in the second quarter. Attleboro still struggling a bit with the turnovers here in the third quarter. Vassar to Callahan. Callahan to Ronayne. Now Attleboro spreads their offense as they like to go 5 out sometimes. Vassar guarded heavily by Baglione. And is that going to be a foul? If that's a foul against Baglione, we'll see. And I'm not sure what they called. 20 remains on the shot clock. Might have been a kickball by, could have been a kickball by Milford. Callahan, St. Ville, down low to Didick. Didick makes a move, and single go off the glass, and Diddick's got the last 2. Last 4 points for Attleboro, 2 field goals, 30-19, 3:33 to go in the third quarter. Baglione guarded by Callahan, fighting through the pick by Cunningham. Baglione now goes back to Cunningham, just outside the three-point arc, guarded by Callahan. There's a height mismatch there. Maloney with the ball to Baglione. Baglione kicks it out to number 11, Lefter. Lefter for 2 is good, and that's Lefter's first 2 of the game. Score is 32-19, Milford. Ronayne picks up her dribble in the backcourt, looking for help. finds Vassar in the front court. 2-on-1 Attleboro. Vassar gets blocked by Cunningham. No, it was by Kiernan. Goes deep for Baglione, and she steps out of bounds. So turnover, Attleboro turnover Milford. Attleboro's ball. 2:51 to go, third quarter, 32-19 in favor of Milford. Milford stays in their full court press. Back to Vassar, to Callahan. Callahan on the right wing. Picks up a dribble, goes back to Vassar. Vassar now goes over the front court. Over the timeline, Callahan, ball gets dropped. Tipped. Goes to Ronayne. Ronayne down low to Diddick. Diddick, soft two-pointer, no good. Ronayne gives up. Looks like she got fouled. No call. Diddick fights for it. She gets fouled and the and one. Diddick with 2. She's got 6 this quarter, 8 for the game, 32-21. Looking to bring this gap down to 10 with 2:29 to go in the third quarter. That foul does go to, I'm not sure who they gave it to. They said Cunningham. Okay, so that's her third, team fourth, and free throw is good to complete the traditional play. Attleboro pulls it within 10, 32-22. Baglione is followed by Callahan. That'll be Callahan's first. Just the team first. Just the fourth foul on Attleboro for the game. Gattoni has 1. Callahan with Gattoni has 2. Callahan with 1, and Vassar with 1. They had no fouls in the second quarter. 2:27 to go. Milford inbounding underneath their own basket. Kiernan with the ball, guarded by St. Ville. Looking for help deep, goes to Baglione. Baglione guarded by Callahan. Going down low to Kiernan. Kiernan kicks it out to number 5, Maloney. No good, and goes out of bounds. Attleboro ball. 2:17 to go, third quarter. 32-22. Bounce pass to Vassar. Vassar to St. Ville. St. Ville to Ronayne. Back to Vassar. Over the timeline to St. Ville. They break the press cleanly. Down low to Diddick, but Cunningham with a nice play coming out of nowhere, knocking it out of bounds. It'll stay Attleboro ball, 26 on the shot clock as Tia Williamson checking back in for Lola Ronayne. Callahan underneath, looking to inbound. Goes to Diddick. Diddick back to St. Ville. 23 on the shot clock. Williamson to Vassar. Vassar from just outside the free throw line. No good. Williamson and Diddick both fight for the rebound, but Kiernan comes away with it and is driving right up the middle, but St. Ville gets her fingers on it, takes it away. Nice steal by Christelle St. Ville. Diddick picks it up. Now St. Ville has the ball, and she brings it across the timeline. 1:43 to go. Williamson looking for help down low, finds Diddick. Diddick for 2 more. She's got 9 this quarter, 11 for the game. Attleboro within the 8, 32-24. Baglione with the ball. Goes to the right wing, back to Baglione. As her and Lefter just played catch. Back to Lefter. Lefter with a long 3 attempt is no good. Williamson with a real good box out. Gets the rebound. St. Ville comes away with the ball from the pass from Williamson. Gets it into the front court. St. Ville to Callahan. Callahan for 3. Around the rim, no good, but Williamson there for the rebound. The putback is good. Attleboro within 6, 32-26. Baglione with the ball, guarded by Callahan. She gets a finger on it, but Baglione controls the ball. Up and under move, no good. Well, there's a foul. Wow. They let that foul go as the player jumps on Vassar's head. Diddick for 3. She's feeling it's good. Diddick having a quarter, her best quarter of the season, 32-29. Attleboro within 3, 34 seconds to go in the quarter. In the timeout, Milford with 30 on the shot clock, 32.4 seconds to go in the quarter. We'll be back right after this on AACS 15 Sports.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
Welcome back to the campus of Attleboro High School. Attleboro on a 14-2 run. Just a few minutes ago was down 30-15, and things were looking bleak. Lily Diddick took over in this third quarter. with 12 points this quarter, pulls Attleboro back to within 3, 32-29. It is Milford ball, 32.4 seconds left in the quarter, 30 on the shot clock as Milford just used their second timeout. They do have 3 timeouts left. Attleboro has also used 2 timeouts. They have 3 timeouts left. Milford won the previous game 50-34. Inbound pass. Vassar guarding Nashawanti to Baglione. Baglione guarded by Callahan. Baglione trying to make a move. Skips it all the way. Left side shot. No good, but good rebound. Cunningham comes away with it. Nashawanti, short 3. Milford hustles. Attleboro's got 10 on the shot clock, but Milford keeps hustling for the ball. They did commit a foul, and Attleboro will go to the line, as that's Milford's 5th foul. That foul is against Caitlin Kiernan, her first team limit for Attleboro. Christelle St. Ville will go to the line, trying for her first 2 of the game and to pull Attleboro within 1. St. Ville having a strong defensive game. Hits the first free throw. 32-30, 12.3 seconds left. St. Ville has 1 more shot, can pull Attleboro within 1. And good. 32-31, Milford with 12.3 seconds to see if they have an answer. And Vassar, it's actually a pretty good foul by Vassar. It's her second. But a good hustle foul, and it does take another second off the clock. Her second, team second. You don't want her doing that again. But a good hustle foul shows Milford that Attleboro is going to play the final few seconds of this quarter. 9 seconds, Baglione, team leader in points. Looking to do something with the ball. Throws it to Cunningham. Nashaway down low. Good ball move with a block. I think Williamson got a handle on that. And the quarter ends with Attleboro on a 16-2 run to close out the third quarter, led by Lily Diddick and her 12 points that quarter. Attleboro down 1. We'll be back right after this with fourth quarter action. Milford 32, Attleboro 31. We'll be right back.
Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route 1 in North Attleboro is a full-service tire seller and auto repair shop. They're a 60-year, third-generation business founded by Austin Butler in 1965. They have a selection of new tires to choose from. Butler Tire Sales open weekdays from 8 to 4. You can contact them at 508-695-0681 or visit them at 404 East Washington Street in North Attleboro. Thank you to Butler Tire Sales for sponsoring programming on WARA. Butler Tire Sales on Route 1 in North Attleboro is a full-service tire seller and auto repair shop. They're a 60-year, third-generation business founded by Austin Butler in 1965. They have a selection of new tires to choose from. Butler Tire Sales open weekdays from 8 to 4. You can contact them at 508-695-0681 or visit them at 404 East Washington Street in North Attleboro.
Fourth quarter begins. Milford with the ball, with the possession arrow and the ball. Milford leading 32-31 as the fourth quarter is underway. Attleboro's 5 starters are back in to start the game. Attleboro on a current 16-2 run. Moments ago was down 30-15. Now just 32-31. Kiernan with the ball gives way to Baglione. Baglione and 4 Attleboro defenders cause a jump ball. Good defense by Attleboro. Again, Attleboro giving up just 44 points on the year. Now Milford in a full court. Ronayne to St. Ville. And referees will get together to talk. Did that go off a Milford player? No. Oh, no, did not touch a Milford player. So Milford will inbound the ball. Kiernan with the ball. Baglione guarded by Callahan. Long 3, no good. And Milford hustles for the rebound. They're just getting to the loose balls just a little bit quicker than Attleboro on the rebounds. And there's going to be a foul on Ronayne. For Ronayne, just her first. Team first. That'll send Baglione to the line. She's 1 for 2. She has 13 on the game. 10 in the second quarter. First shot is no good. Two evenly matched teams. Second shot, also no good. Rebound, Williamson to Ronayne. Ronayne to St. Ville. St. Ville controls the ball, kind of rushes it over the timeline. St. Ville kicks to Callahan. Callahan down low to Williamson. Williamson triple team. She gives it to Diddick. 20 on the shot. Williamson in the paint. Goes up on the left. Is fouled. And if that's Cunningham on the foul, that'll be her fourth. We'll see who gets the foul. They give it to Kiernan, her second. Team first. Williamson 2 for 3 from the line. The first shot is no good. As she front rims it. Attleboro looking to tie it on this shot here. A hush falls over the crowd. Second shot is good. Brand new ball game. 32-32, 7:04 to go in the fourth quarter. Milford 8-8, Attleboro 7-9. 3-point attempt, no good. And again, Milford doing just a slightly better job getting to the rebounds, out hustling Attleboro to some of the rebounds. Attleboro needs to do just a little bit better job if they want to stay in and or win this game on the rebounding. Reagan Cunningham going to the line, shooting 2. Cunningham averaging 9.4 on the season. She has 2 this game. First shot is good. Vassar checking in for Diddick. Milford regains the lead, 33-32. Cunningham trying to put her team up by 2. Just a junior. Cunningham, second shot is a little shooter's touch there. Back rim, around the rim, and in. Ronayne to Callahan, off Callahan's hands. Again, Callahan, Attleboro did a good job with the turnovers in the second half of the third quarter. Attleboro needs to settle down. Milford had a lot of turnovers in the first quarter. They have settled down on their turnovers. Baglione, guarded by Callahan. Callahan with a steal. Gives it back, and then loses the ball herself. Right back to Milford. Milford, no quit on them, and the ball goes right to Williamson. Long pass to Ronayne. Ronayne settles down. Now driving in, looking to go for a layup and good! Ronayne ties the game up, 34-34, 6:28 to go. Fast break the other way and a block by St. Ville, her fourth. Cunningham at the free throw line, trying to drive on Williamson, kicks it back out to Baglione. Baglione double team, and a jump ball caused by St. Ville, having her best defensive game of the year. Ball will remain with Milford with 22 on the shot clock. 6:16 to go in the game, 34-34. Caitlin Kiernan, 13 points, inbound to Baglione. Baglione covered by Callahan. Tries to turn in, but Ronayne was there. Out of the three-point arch. Nashawanti, guarded by Vassar. Back to Baglione. Man coverage. Callahan hanging with Baglione. Goes baseline. Goes down low to Cunningham. Taken by Vassar, and there's going to be a foul on Cunningham. And that is her fourth foul, team second. So we'll see what Coach Costa does here with 4 fouls against Cunningham with 5:59 to go. They keep her in for now. We'll see if Attleboro takes advantage and tries to drive in on her and her 4 fouls. St. Ville with the ball right outside the three-point arc, trying to drive. Goes up for the layup, no good. Rebound Ronayne, she goes up and a foul against Caitlin Kiernan. Her third, team third. And Ronayne will go to the line to try to give Attleboro the lead. Ronayne with 5 points on the game. First shot is good. Attleboro has their first lead. Maybe since the first quarter, if they even enjoyed a lead. I can't remember that far back now if Attleboro had a lead in the first quarter. But they got one in the fourth quarter, and that's where it matters. 36-35, second shot, 35-34. Second shot, no good. Milford with the rebound. Baglione with the ball, looking to give Milford reestablish the lead. Kiernan with the ball, guarded by St. Ville. Down low to Cunningham. To Nashawati, sorry. Baglione for 3. No good. No one in sight. They let Attleboro let the ball go out of bounds. It will stay. Attleboro ball. 5:24 to go. Fourth quarter. Attleboro 35. Milford 24. Milford going into a full court press. St. Ville bounce pass to Callahan. Callahan goes back to her left. Goes to Williamson. Williamson Brings it over the timeline, goes to Callahan. Callahan stops, gives it to Williamson, driving the paint. Off the glass again! Williamson, 2 more. Attleboro 37, Milford 34. Timeout, Milford. 5:06 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back here on AACS Sports with Attleboro leading 37-34.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
And welcome back to Attleboro High School. Attleboro leading 37-34. Timeout for Milford. They do have 2 timeouts left in the game. Attleboro has 3 timeouts left. And again, I know the Attleboro team a little bit better than the away teams as we cover Attleboro sports here on AACS Sports. And so try not to let the biases show too much. But, I do try to get caught up in the action. Ava Baglione inbounding the ball, guarded by Callahan. Attleboro in their man-to-man defense. It's been an effective man this half so far. Kiernan, tipped by Williamson. Williamson has a strong defensive game as well. Has Callahan on the right, holds on to it, probably wisely. Now looking for Diddick. Diddick off the glass and good! 2 more for Diddick. Attleboro 39, Milford 34. And there's a characteristic of the first quarter, but an uncharacteristic turnover by Milford since the second quarter has started. Checking in for Milford, Abby Murphy. Checking out, Anila Lefter. Callahan inbounds to St. Ville as Milford goes into a 2-3 zone. St. Ville with 30 on the shot, 4:36 to go in the game. Callahan back to St. Ville. St. Ville at the three-point arc, at the free throw line. Diddick switches spots with St. Ville, takes a 3, no good. Cunningham with the rebound, but is fouled by Callahan. For Callahan, that's her second, team second. Vassar has 2, Callahan has 2, Gattoni has 2, and Ronayne has 1 on the fouls. Milford in just a little bit more foul troubles. Kiernan has 3, and Cunningham has 4, and Murphy has 3. Something to keep an eye on. 4:18 to go, fourth quarter. Attleboro leading 39-34. Diddick gets her hand in, tips the ball away, but Milford regains control, and ball goes down low, and I think Milford fell out of bounds. Yep, ball was tipped by St. Ville. Kiernan grabbed it, but as she grabbed it, she fell to the floor, and as she fell to the floor, her foot was out of bounds. So she had the possession, bounce pass Callahan back to Ronayne, and goes off the foot of Nashawati, and I think Ronayne getting, yep, Ronayne got called for the foul there. So it'll stay with Milford. Ronayne's second, team third. 4:06 to go. You have 10 seconds to get it from the back court to the front court. Long pass to Cunningham, guarded by Diddick. 3-point attempt of Baglione's good! Baglione with 3. 39-37. St. Ville with a long pass to Callahan, and does not go off the fingers. So both teams kind of playing a little sloppy right now. 39-37, Milford trails by 2. And a pass, almost a steal, but Callahan picks up her third. Probably not a wise foul, 90 feet away from the basket. Again, Attleboro missing their sophomore shooting guard. And apparently that's the 5th foul against Attleboro. I only had 6. So I missed a foul somewhere. So that sends Baglione to the line. She's got 16 on the game. Her average is 15.6, so she's just over. Now she's got 17. 39-38. One more shot, and Attleboro and Milford will be tied. Diddick and Williamson down low, looking for the box out. No need, as the second shot is good. 39-39, 3:54 to go in the fourth quarter. Ronayne bounce pass to Williamson. Williamson over the half-court line to St. Ville. St. Ville guarded by Kiernan. Kiernan skips it to Callahan. Callahan to Diddick. Dick just outside the three-point arc. Does a hook pass too hard, too high to St. Ville, and a turnover for Attleboro. So Attleboro, where they kind of had settled down late third, early fourth, has picked up the turnovers again. They're going to have to settle down. We'll see if Coach Bracken uses one of her one of her 3 timeouts to settle Attleboro down. Attleboro did have just a 5-point lead, stolen by St. Ville. Ronan come back 1-on-3 the other way, slows it down, goes back to St. Ville. Attleboro goes into their offense. Ronan from the three-point arc goes down to Williamson. Williamson to Diddick. Back to Williamson. Ronan calling for it from 3. No good. Callahan hustles, keeps the rebound. Now Callahan for 3. It's good! Callahan's first 3 of the game is 42-39. 2:57 to go. Baglione guarded by Callahan. Callahan has to be careful now. She does have 3 fouls. Fights through a pick set by Cunningham. Cunningham with the ball now. On Diddick. Goes down low to Kiernan. Kiernan against Williamson. Can't shoot over. Misses the shot. St. Ville comes down with the ball. Attleboro with a 3-point lead and the ball. 2:34 to go. Williamson at the free throw line. Looks for Callahan. Callahan from the left side. No good. And Nashawati comes away with the rebound. Guarded by St. Ville. Fights down low to Murphy. Murphy to Baglione. Baglione gains baseline, but is fouled by Diddick. No good on the basket, but Diddick picks up her first team limit. Baglione will be at the line shooting 2. Baglione 3 for 6 from the line on the day. Has 18. Now stays at 18. But if anything's been consistent, she's 50%. So you got to figure this one will go. Looking to cut the lead from 42-39 to 42-40 on this free throw. Williamson and Diddick looking to box out. Murphy does a nice spin move on Diddick. Not necessary, as the second free throw is good. St. Ville with the ball. 2:15 to go. Goes over the front court line to Callahan. Callahan slows things down. Looking for help. Back to St. Ville. 2:07 to go in the game. Attleboro leading 42-40. Williamson at the free throw line. Back to St. Ville outside the arc. Goes down low to Ronan. Ronan off the glass, but is fouled. We'll see who they give that foul to, but it is Milford's 4th foul, and that's the 5th foul on Regan Cunningham, as Regan Cunningham fouls out with 4 points. 1 field goal, 2 for 2 from the line. She came into the game with 9.4 points, 8.2 rebounds. First free throw is no good by Ronan. I did not see who came in. I think it was Abby Murphy checked back in. Second free throw attempt is no good. Again, free throws have been a bit of an issue for Attleboro as they are under 50% on the year. Callahan's going to be careful not to pick up her 4th. Minute 50 to go, and a timeout for Milford. We'll take a timeout. Minute 49 to go in this exciting game, which was not this exciting in the first half. Has definitely turned into an exciting one. A minute 49 to go. Attleboro 42, Milford 40. When we come back, Milford will have the ball and a minute 49 to go in the game right after this on AACS Sports.
Thank you to Barrows Insurance for sponsoring programming on WARA 1320 AM. Barrows Insurance, a third-generation agency, has been proudly serving southeastern Massachusetts since 1977. They pride themselves on their relationship with clients, helping them find coverage to fit their needs. Barrows has access to insurance carriers across New England and the U.S. They'll get you coverage on everything from cars and homes to businesses. You can contact Barrows Insurance at 508-339-7260 or visit them online at barrowsins.com.
And we are back here at Attleboro High School. A minute 49 to go in the 4th quarter. 26 seconds on the shot clock. Milford has the ball. They do have, let's see, is it one time? Yes, 1 timeout left. Attleboro still has 3. Milford with the ball, trailing 42-40. Baglione guarded by Callahan, looking to inbound. They inbound it to number 14, Caitlin Kiernan. Kiernan back to Baglione. Baglione with 19 points. They'll look for her to shoot. Goes for a long pass to Kiernan. Kiernan for a 2-point attempt, but is fouled by Callahan. And for Callahan, that's her 4th. Team limit. So Kiernan will go to the line. So Callahan's going to have to be careful rest of the 4th quarter. or if there's an overtime, in the overtime as well. You don't get extra fouls to play with. Kiernan with 13 misses the first free throw. Milford looking to cut this deficit to 1. Second free throw attempt is good. 42-41 in favor of Milford. Callahan with the ball, going up the left sideline. Going past a couple of picks, and a nice hustle by Ava Baglione as she picks Callahan's pocket, goes out of bounds. It'll stay Callahan and Attleboro's ball. 1:31 to go, fourth quarter, 30 on the shot clock. Attleboro inbound underneath their own basket. Callahan to Williamson. Williamson double team in the paint. Kicks it out to St. Ville. St. Ville to Callahan. Callahan may have got away with a little travel there. Diddick. Back to Williamson in the paint. Goes to Ronayne. Ronayne asked for it. She got it. She goes off the but blocked. And blocked by number 14, Kiernan. And went back to Ronayne and then went out of bounds. So it'll be Milford ball trailing 42-41 with the ball. Minute 14 and a fresh 35 seconds on the clock. Kyle Nashawati bringing the ball into the front court. Guarded by Ronayne. Baglione pushes off Callahan. Goes down low to Kiernan. Kiernan at the free throw. Guarded by St. Ville. There was a 5 count on her, and then she backed off. Long three for Kiernan. No good. Rebound Ronayne. We'll see if Attleboro does have 3 timeouts. 48 seconds. And the ball left in the game. St. Ville gets it over the front court to Williamson. Back to Ronayne. We'll see if Milford fouls to send Attleboro to the line. St. Ville to Callahan. And there is a foul on number 15, Baglione. So Callahan will go to the line, shooting 2. First shot attempt is good. 43-41, 34.5 seconds to go. So the shot clock is off for the rest of the game. Attleboro's 5 starters remain in the game. Second shot attempt is good. Callahan with 5. 44-41. Milford inbounds the ball to get it across the timeline. Timeout, Milford. 30.1 seconds to go. Milford trailed by 3. They call a timeout. They call their last timeout. And we'll take a quick timeout ourselves. We'll be right back with the final 30 seconds of the fourth quarter right after this on AACS Sports.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.
And welcome back as Milford uses their last timeout. 3, 4, 5, 6, 19. Baglione with 19 points. Nashawati with 2. Lefter with 2. Kiernan with 14. Cunningham with 4. For Attleboro, Vassar with 2. St. Ville with 2. Callahan 5. Williamson 13. Ronayne 6. Diddick 16. Inbounded ball, Baglione to Kiernan. Kiernan got it by St. Ville. Back. And Baglione with the ball. Now she has numbers. Now guarded by Ronayne. Looking to drive. And the shot by Baglione on the right side. No good. Tipped by Williamson to Ronayne. And a foul on the floor with 15 seconds left. That foul goes to number 15. Eva Baglione. No, they gave it to number 1. My apologies. Kyla Nashawati, her second team limit. Ronayne will go to the line, shooting 2. Ronayne has 6 on the game. Looking to at least pick up 1 out of 2. Would be great if she picked up both. Get really quiet. And first shot, no good. Second free throw coming up, 15 seconds to go. Exactly, shot clock is off. Nashawati hanging out in the front court, but St. Ville nearby. Callahan hangs at midcourt. Second free throw attempt, no good. Rebound. Oh, Williamson with the rebound. Kicks it to Ronayne. Ronayne to Diddick. And the ball goes out of bounds. They half-heartedly pointed Milford's direction. Milford will get the ball. We'll have to go full court. 7.3 seconds. We'll see if Attleboro fouls to send Milford to the line before they shoot a three. We'll see if that's in their playbook. They inbound the ball. Baglione guarded by Callahan. Gets it across the timeline. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, a long three attempt. No good! Attleboro win 44-41. At one point, Attleboro down 30-15. Goes on a 29-11 run to win this game. 44-41 to improve to 8-9 overall. Milford drops to 8-9 overall. And wow, a tale of two halves is cliche, as they say. Attleboro plagued by the turnovers in the first half. Milford plagued by the turnovers in the first quarter. Milford made the correction. Very evenly played game in the third quarter in regards to turnovers. Got a little sloppy at times in the second quarter, but a couple of key shots. Once again, finishing up for points for Milford. Eva Baglione, 19 points. Kyla Nashawati, 2. Anella Lefter, 2 points. Caitlin Kiernan, 14 points. Regan Cunningham with 4 for a four-quarter total of 41. Callie Vassar with 2 points. Christelle St. Ville with 2 points. Jenna Callahan with 5 points, all in the fourth quarter, 3 and 2 free throws down the stretch to finish with 5. Tia Williamson with 13 points. Lola Ronayne with 6 points. And Lily Diddick with 16 points for a four-quarter total of 44. And though maybe not in the score sheet as much as it should be, Christelle St. Ville, defensive player of the game. She had at least 4 block shots, getting a start for Mia Cooper, who was out, could not play tonight's game. We hope to have her back Friday night against Franklin. Christelle St. Ville stepped in and did a very nice job. Plays a different style game than Mia Cooper and did a real nice job, especially on the defensive side of the ball. For Peter Bray on camera, Noah Jones on graphics, Jim Jones, engineer in charge of everything. Once again, I'm Kevin Callahan. The final score here from Attleboro. Attleboro 44, Milford 41. Thank you very much for joining us on AACS Sports.
Thank you to D&M Pizza for sponsoring programming on WARA. 3 generations of the Stathakis family has been proudly serving the Attleboro community. Pizza, subs, and traditional pasta dishes using fresh ingredients since 1985. Whether you need a single meal or catering for your event, D&M has options for you. They are open Monday through Friday from 11 to 9 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 9 p.m. Located at 290 County Street, you can contact them at 508-226-2355.